Still stuck inside. Yep, that looks like something most of us are gonna be saying for at least a little while longer. But having all this free time, it looks like a lot of people over the last 2 months have picked up a Switch or Switch Lite. That is, if they could find one that didn't cost $500. Anyway, so with the state of things right now, a lot of us just aren't working. So for some people out there, money might be a little bit tight, but you know what? You got your Switch, and that is half the battle, right? So today, I'm gonna do you a favor, and I'm gonna tell you what free games you should be picking up for your Nintendo Switch or Switch Lite in 2020. What's up, guys? Welcome back, or welcome in for the first time. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining us for this short list of games that won't cost you a dime. Well, some of them might, sort of. But the game doesn't, we'll get into that. Anyway, do me a quick favor, guys. Make sure you leave a like on this video and let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so the first game I want to talk about is Asphalt 9 Legends. It's a high-speed, arcade-style racer with a boatload of objectives and challenges to meet and unlock new areas and tracks. So what you do is you go through these races as you collect blueprints. When you get the pieces all together, then you get the car that's in the blueprint. There's a ton of cars to unlock as you go along, and to win a race, it's mostly dependent on the boost mechanic. It's pretty straightforward, but essentially you either pick up nitrous bottles on the road, drift, hit jumps, or just smash into other cars on the road to keep your boost level up. And I have to say, for a free game, the visuals look really nice, really nice. Overall, I think this game is really fun, especially if you're just trying to hop in for a couple minutes and play maybe, you know, a couple races here and there. The only problem I do have with this game is the races are very, very short. Okay, so this game, I'll admit, I slept on this game way too long. Now, it's not like the greatest game ever. It's not blowing anybody away, but it is a ton of fun, especially in multiplayer mode. That game is Super Kirby Clash. I mean, there's not a ton to explain here, so I'll try to keep this one short. But essentially, it's a team of 4 Kirby characters in boss fights. It's fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun. So there's 4 different classes to choose from. They each have their own strengths and weaknesses, but the point of the game is to use your strengths to not only beat the boss you're fighting, but also help your teammates out at the same time. This is definitely a team style game, so that's why I said I really think it works a lot better if you have actual people you're playing with. The online's super fun, but the 4 classes you can pick from are the Sword Hero, the Hammer Lord, Dr. Healmore, and the Beam Mage. Also, there is a ton of content here. Lots and lots of bosses to battle, like I said, either online or local co-op. And this one is very family friendly, obviously being from Nintendo, but it's also a really good one for younger players to jump into as well. In the early levels, I had a 4-year-old playing just fine, so while there are some more complex moves you can learn, the control scheme is super simple and pretty much easy for anybody to pick up and play really fast. So the Nintendo Switch has a serious lack of Call of Duty style games on the system, which I think at this point in 2020 is absolutely insane. Considering the sales of the system and how well it's doing right now, you would think that those Call of Duty games would be a given, that they would all be on the Switch and anything like that, anything that could get here would be here. But that's not the case. Luckily, there is one free option that is, in my opinion, pretty good, and that game is Warface. Now, as I said before, Warface is a Call of Duty style shooter that really does look pretty nice on the Switch. And little fun fact, it's actually the first game on Switch that runs on the CryEngine. So for a free game, you're talking about a ton of content here. 200 weapons, 5 classes, 5 PvP modes, and 50 maps to choose from. Like I said, it's honestly hard to believe that this game is free. But it is, and I played it for a few days when it first released on the Switch, and I gotta say, I'm not really into these type of games, but this one, I had a lot of fun with. So I definitely recommend checking out Warface on the Nintendo Switch for sure. Again, it's free. The next free game you're definitely gonna wanna check out is Warframe. Not Warface, Warframe. Warframe is one of the best looking games on the Switch. It's beautiful. And again, talk about a ton of content. This game is jam-packed, and they just keep throwing more and more and more in. Okay, so the best way I can explain this, I guess, is think of an MMO, but you're a space ninja. I mean, that already sounds great, right? So you can travel from planet to planet doing all these super awesome missions, but that's literally the tip of the iceberg. There's so much to do in this game, and honestly, I'm probably not the best person to tell you about all of it, but I can tell you it's fun, It's free, it looks amazing, and it's definitely one you should be checking out because it's free. Okay, so the next one on the list is a little bit weird. I stumbled across this one in the eShop, and I haven't played it personally, but it looked interesting, and I wanted to include it on this list for you guys to check out too. It's called Growtopia. Now, like I said, I don't know a ton about this game, but it's been around for a long time and it's still going, so clearly it's doing something right. So it's a 2D style sandbox MMO. I don't know, that already sounds crazy to me. So from what I read, there's really no goals, and just about everything you want to make in the game and craft is all made from the seeds of trees. A lot of it seems like building and crafting and breaking and moving. So the best I could explain this one is maybe, I don't know, like Minecraft and Animal Crossing, but 2D, sort of. Anyway, I don't know, it looks crazy. I got it downloaded, I'm gonna check it out, and I definitely think you should probably do that too. If you remember me saying at the beginning of the video that you might have to pay for something, this is actually what I meant by that. So these are free, but to get them, you have to be subscribed to the Nintendo Online service. And that obviously is the Nintendo and Super Nintendo Entertainment System apps. So if you've paid your $20 for the year, or your monthly fee, or however you do your online, and you have not downloaded these yet, you definitely need to go download this right now, especially the Super Nintendo one. I will admit, on the NES one, yeah, there's some stuff that I kind of wanted to jump back into. Like, you know, it's fun to play the original Mario every once in a while, and you know, there's other things on there, but the Super Nintendo has just absolute classics from pretty much the beginning of the library to the end. You're talking about games like Super Mario World, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, which is one of the best Zelda games ever. And if you have the online service, it's free. Now this one, I think you would be absolutely crazy not to download if you've already paid the $20 for your subscription, because honestly, they're not really offering us a lot more with that subscription as of now. So I would definitely take advantage of this if you are not, especially the Super Nintendo app. So these two apps can be found in the online tab of the Nintendo Switch eShop. And while you're there, you might as well just go ahead and download Tetris 99 too. Now this is a pretty unique spin on the classic Tetris game as we know it, and from what I've seen, it looks like it's doing really well for Nintendo. So basically this is a twist on Battle Royale games that are really popular right now, some of which we'll mention later in this video, but instead of being put into a first-person shooter style, you're actually battling people playing Tetris. So you play the game the same way you would normally play Tetris, but when you make lines disappear, they actually go in as trash to other people's. So essentially that's kind of like your ammo to them. When you break lines, it goes to other people, so it helps them fill up faster and you fill up lower. But as they break lines, their trash comes into yours as well. So it gets pretty interesting. I will admit, haven't played this one a lot, not a huge Tetris guy, but what I did play was very intense and it was pretty fun for Tetris. I mean, this is the best way you can play Tetris by far. I will give it that for sure. And again, it's free. Just go get it. Just get it. It's free, just go get it. Okay, so I've got a few more I wanna run through really quickly before we get to the last one, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on these because either they don't need a lot of time spent on them, or I honestly have not played them enough or even seen enough about them to give you much information, but I'd still wanna let you know that they are there. So the first one is Pokemon Quest. Don't know much about this at all. I know it is a Pokemon style game. It's free, go get it. The second one, Fortnite. I don't really think I need to talk about Fortnite that much because you already know what it is. It's the biggest battle royale game on the planet. I mean, you shoot, you build, you dance, you know how it goes. You've probably played it. But something cool to mention about this one is it is cross-platform, so you can play with any of your friends on any system. That is nice. Okay, the next one here is Brawlhalla. It's pretty much a Smash clone. Pretty sure it's all online, and they do some really cool stuff, like add in some special characters every once in a while. I'm not sure how often they do that, but just for instance, when I checked last night, they had a bunch of WWE superstars, like even old school guys, like the Ultimate Warrior. They had John Cena, The Undertaker, and a whole bunch more I can't remember, but they do a lot of stuff like that, which I think is really cool, and bring in a bunch of new stuff all the time. So if you want Smash, but you just can't afford it yet, get Brawlhalla. That'll hold you over till you can get the money together to get Smash. Okay, and the last quick one I wanna mention is Dauntless. Another one I have not played, but I did download, and I do plan to play this because when I looked up some stuff about it, this actually looks really, really awesome. And again, one of these games that I just cannot believe is actually free. So basically, this is a free-to-play Monster Hunter style game, and it looks really, really fun. From some of the reviews I've seen, it looks like this game actually relies more on your actual skill than how much money you can spend to buy your skill, which I am all for. I love that. I mean, you know, skill level may be an issue for me in the game, but that's fine. It's okay. I'd rather do that than have people buying everything and then just completely crushing me because I haven't spent as much money as they have. So yeah, that one looks super cool. Definitely gonna try to play that in some live streams. If you guys want, let me know down below. So I have one more I want to talk about, and actually I just jumped off the first live stream that we tried to play this game on. And to those of you guys who did stop in, thank you very much. It does mean a lot to me that you guys stop in and hang out in the chat. So the game I'm talking about is Ninjala, or Ninjala, I don't know. It's one of those. So like I said, there was a demo that we got to play a little bit earlier. I got to play one match as of the recording of this video. I am gonna hop on again tonight, which if you're watching this the day it goes up was last night. But from the one match I played, it's awesome. It is so much fun. For the people who like Splatoon, Splatoon 2, this is right up your alley. Now again, this one isn't out yet. The release date is May 28th, I'm pretty sure. So if you're watching this before then, definitely be on the lookout for it. But if it's after May 28th, 2020, you need to go pick this one up for sure. It is a ton of fun. So you chew this stuff called Ninja Gum, and it turns you into a baby for, I don't know why, but it turns you into a baby. But when you blow bubbles with this gum, it lets you create weapons from the gum, which again, don't get, but I don't really care. It works, it's fun. I've said fun a lot in this video, but hey, that's what we're trying to have here, right? So yeah, you chew the gum, you create weapons. From what I saw, we only got to go into one small area, but what I think they're going to do is it's gonna be a 8-person battle royale or 4-on-4 teams. There may be other game modes, I'm not sure. Obviously, if you guys have already played this in the future, you know more. And if anybody does have any information on that, make sure you leave it in the comments below so you can help everybody else out too. But the point is to have the most points at the end of the match. I mean, you know, not gonna brag or anything, but I did get second in my first match, so just wanted to let you know. So you can run on walls, you can essentially fly. I mean, not really fly, but you sort of can fly. And obviously, as the name suggests, you're a ninja, so your character's pretty agile. The controls at first seemed a little bit weird, but they give you at the beginning a few options of camera control. You can either let them control the camera for you, you can control the camera, or you can actually use the gyro to control the camera too. I can easily see this being my favorite game on this list. So guys, that's what I got for you today. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other free games that you know of that you are enjoying that I did not have on this list. If you do me a quick favor, make sure you check out the link below to check out our t-shirts and hoodies. We got some hats. We're gonna have some more stuff in there soon. But with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on this video. Make sure you are subscribed, and we will see you in the next one. This is Battle Royale Texas, not Texas. It's not Battle Royale Texas. Tetris, Texas. I went with the control the camera with the stick. Okay. I lost my place, I lost my place.